Today's remote jobs are all above entry level, but don't worry, they're not asking for several years of related work experience. I'll get into that with each job I'm going to share. So these jobs consist of account manager, project manager. I have a job reviewing healthcare overpayments, a project coordinator position, a data analyst job, and a health information assistant supervisor position. So we're going to quickly scan through these jobs and move on to the next. House Call Pro has an opening for an account management associate to work remotely anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions anywhere on this job description. And on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you between $27.33 and $32.15 an hour, plus a 20% variable component, and they offer your standard suite of benefits. So in this job, you'll oversee and manage relationships with high-value pros, ensuring their continued success and growth. You'll focus on supporting existing accounts, driving account expansion, and selling add-on products to maximize revenue potential. With a growing portfolio of accounts under your management, you'll build strong relationships with pros, providing them with tailored solutions to meet their business needs, and you'll take a proactive approach to account retention, addressing challenges, and identifying opportunities for increased engagement. So if this job sounds like something you're interested in, they offer more details on what you're going to do on a regular basis. Feel free to read through them. And to qualify for this job, they want you to have at least 2 years experience in account management, sales, or customer success. You're able to build and maintain client relationships, particularly in a B2B environment, and you're proficient using CRM tools and data analysis for tracking account performance. You have a proven track record of managing mid-market accounts with a focus on retention, expansion, and customer engagement, and you have strong consultative sales and negotiation skills with a data-driven approach. So according to this job description, they're going to pay you $27.33 up to $32.15 per hour, plus a 20% variable component. If this job sounds good to you, you can find the application details in the description area, job number 1. Moving on to the next job, this one too is with House Call Pro. It's for an associate product manager. And as I scroll down this job lead, I want to show you how much they pay, which is between $70,400 and $88,000 per year. And in this job, you'll support the growth and optimization of the company's products by assisting in research, planning, and execution. You'll work closely with product managers, designers, engineers, and other stakeholders, and you'll contribute to defining and prioritizing product requirements that enhance customer experience and drive business impact. So basically, you'll help identify market opportunities and contribute to product vision and strategy, collaborate with key cross-functional stakeholders to inform and validate compelling solutions to the problems and opportunities in your product area, effectively plan how to go from idea to delivered product, drive the execution of building features and functionality, and maintain momentum across stakeholder groups, and pull together everything needed to effectively launch, measure, learn, and initiate quickly to improve the product and its performance. And they have plenty of other details regarding what you're going to do on a regular basis. If you're interested, you can feel free to read through all that. And what they want from you is about 1 year experience in product management, a bachelor's degree in related field or equivalent work experience, and it's a plus you have experience using growth stack tools such as Amplitude, Segment, Braze, LaunchDarkly, and others that enable product managers to rapidly experiment and measure results. So according to this job description, they're going to pay you $70,400 up to $88,000 per year. If you like this one, you can find the application details in the description area, job number 2. Our third job comes to us from Growth Therapy. This is for a credits balance overpayments lead. It's a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States, no location restrictions. And right here on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you between $95,000 and $106,000 per year. And you'll be responsible for reviewing healthcare claim overpayments with a focus on accuracy, compliance, and resolving financial discrepancies. They're looking for someone to establish the commercial and government overpayments vertical of Growth Therapy, and you'll work with overpayment validation projects with the RCM team. You'll own multiple RCM operational functions, develop and execute strategies to make significant gains against KPIs, perform root cause analysis. You'll own organizational design for your team, lead select special projects related to improving processes to increase efficiency and team outcomes, and work with several internal teams to validate overpayment strategy and design new workflows to support the team's development. So you'll be a good fit if you have at least 3 years experience directly working on overpayments for a healthcare organization, and they prefer that experience is with revenue cycle management and within the behavioral healthcare space. You have a deep understanding of the most important KPIs, and you're able to see the biggest pain points that are hindering operational performance and come up with corresponding solutions. So they tell us on this job description they're going to pay you between $95,000 and $106,000 per year. If this one sounds good to you, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 3. So Grow Therapy has several more remote jobs available. So all you have to do is go to their careers page, sort the office by remote, and then just scroll through all these job opportunities, see which ones you like, check it out, and apply. So moving on to the next, Health Equity has an opening for an implementation project coordinator. This is a full-time remote position, but they're not able to hire if you live in the states of Alaska, California, Hawaii, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, Oregon, or Rhode Island. So fingers crossed, hopefully you do not live in one of those states. And they tell us right here on this job description they're going to pay you between $25 and $31.25 per hour and give you a pretty decent suite of benefits. So you'll be responsible for overseeing, supporting, and completing operational and service tasks from cross-functional teams during the implementation and ongoing client lifecycle for all products across all systems with minimal supervision and significant latitude for independent action and discretion. You'll serve as a mentor to peers using combination of interpersonal communication, the ability to navigate software systems, and a strong sense of initiative to successfully execute. This role may be client-facing, acting as a contact for the client and other external stakeholders by managing and coordinating a large volume of implementation projects. This role also coordinates, manages, and/or leads other internal projects in collaboration with other cross-functional teams. So yeah, you'll do some escalation and support, process improvement, manage and route requests, you'll do some plan configuration, monitoring and reporting, training and development, quality assurance, project management, technical and development activities. You'll also do some employee development, backup support, as well as additional responsibilities. So if this job sounds like something you're interested in, you can go to the application details, open up this job, and read through all the rest of these details. And to qualify for this job, they'd like you to have a bachelor's degree in business or technology or equivalent work experience, and you have at least 3 years experience in implementation, client service, or an operational role, and at least 1 year experience with special projects, and you possess project management skills and effective project tracking skills. They prefer you have knowledge of health equity systems, and it's ideal you have consumer-directed benefits or financial industry experience. So this job is hiring in the majority of states within the United States, and according to the job description, they're going to pay you $25 to $31.25 per hour. If you like this one, you can find the application details in the description area. Job number 4. Valera Health has an opening for a data analyst. This is a full-time remote position anywhere within the United States. I did not see any location restrictions, and on this job description, they tell us they're going to pay you between $90,000 and $100,000 per year with potential for an annual bonus, and they'll give you a pretty nice benefits package, including office equipment. So they're looking for a data analyst to support the analytics and Valera team remotely. You'll join a dedicated team committed to improving mental health care, supported by the largest technology and systems to ensure efficient and effective work. So you'll work with large data sets and build metrics to provide meaningful insights to leadership, identify key insights to leverage claims, build and maintain internal-facing and self-service dashboards, develop end-to-end processes around the collection, integration, and reporting of data from new and existing vendors and partnerships, partner with department leads to understand and improve current clinical and operational practices and workflows, and communicate technical information in an accessible, executive, and partner-facing manner. You also perform technical tasks such as creating business requirements documents, user training manuals and guides, and requirements traceability, conduct in-depth data analysis using SQL, AWS tools, Python, and spreadsheets, and periodically review the progress of any recommended and implemented changes. So in this job, they'd like you to have a bachelor's in computer science, finance, or a related field, and 1 to 3 years of analytics experience at a technology-focused organization, high-growth startup, healthcare company, or a similar background. You have hands-on experience working with non-technical and business users. You're advanced in SQL, you have Python experience, you're proficient with Excel, you have experience building impactful BI dashboards, and you have experience working in full end-to-end analytics cycle data management, cleaning and processing analysis visualization. And they list some preferred qualifications. They're just nice to have, preferred, they're not required. Feel free to read through them if this job interests you. And remember, they're going to pay you between $90,000 and $100,000 per year. If you like this data analyst position, you have a little bit of related work experience, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 5. So the last job I have is with the Mayo Clinic. This is for an Assistant Supervisor HIMS remote, Health Information Management System. So this is a full-time remote position. There are no location restrictions. I know that because right here they tell us this position is 100% remote, can work from anywhere within the United States. So this job was posted a few months ago. It's pretty old, but it is still available. It's still showing up on their careers page. In fact, they tell us the job expiration date is July 18th, 2025. So I take that to mean you need to get your application in by July 18th because I know the Mayo Clinic takes jobs off their careers page as soon as they're filled. So as far as pay, I'm just going to scroll down here because I know I saw, right here, they tell us they're going to pay you between $51,417.60 and $75,088 per year. And they'll give you your standard suite of benefits. So you'll provide oversight of daily operations and staff within the work unit to support the institution and departmental directives. You'll support continuous improvement efforts and quality improvement techniques and suggest enhancements to workflow, productivity, shift changes, and daily operations. You'll also assist with statistical data for providers and leadership, and you may attend meetings on-site or remotely as necessary with physicians, colleagues, and allied health personnel. So you need to be okay with the potential of traveling. So they talk a little bit about the interview process. If you like this job, you want to get to the interview process, just go to the application details in the description area. It'll take you to this job lead, and then you can just read the interview process. And to qualify for this job, you need to be a high school graduate or equivalent and at least 2 years of health information experience. And they tell us assistant supervisors that work within HIMS operations are required to have an associate's degree in a healthcare field or business with the required experience in documentation services and experience with dictation. And they're going to provide you with computer and transcription equipment. So you need to have excellent communication skills as well as excellent customer service skills. And they prefer you have applicable credentials, and that's just preferred, it's not required. They also prefer you have prior experience in HIMS, they prefer you have prior training experience, and they prefer you have RHIT or RHIA credentialing. And again, those are just preferred, they're not required. So they tell us right here on this job description, they're going to pay you between $51,417 and $75,088 per year, but you need to get your application in by July 18th. If you like this one, you can find the application details in the description area. This is job number 6. Well, that about does it for today. If you like any of these jobs, check them out. Good luck to all of you who apply. Take care, and I'll meet you on the next one.